Time to work on the pile. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Let me catch you up like normal. What did I do last time that I was talking to you guys? I don't really remember, but what I did do is I started routing my harness. So I got it nice and tight, and I actually put it under the rail, tucked it right here, and I'm going to use this hole. And this is where I measured that I need to get the harness into the firewall at least this point, so I have enough length to make it to the computer. So I think that's going to work. It's just going to be a really tight bend right there. We'll see. So what I'm going to do today is I want to get the transmission linkage dialed in. I started that. I can show you where I'm at on that. And I want to get the throttle cable dialed in. And I'm pretty sure that's going to work out just fine. And I started with my fuel lines right here. I got these started. These will bolt to the bulkhead and come up behind the manifold. And let me show you. This is roughly the setup that's going to be on the feed. Dash 8, and then I got a fuel pressure gauge on here. So this one goes on the top like this, and it'll probably bend more like that. And then on the bottom side, on the return, will be this dash 6, which will go like this. So 45s, I think, were the ticket. Bought a couple 45s, and then I had to buy the dash 8 hardware for the fuel rail adapter and another 45, and then I had to buy a new fuel pressure regulator for that, or whatever it's called, adapter. But before I want to do the fuel lines, that's why I kind of want to get this area done so that I'm not working around the fuel lines. So if I can get that linkage done, I can feed this harness down underneath the car. And oh, what is this? Is this the guy right here that has been making all these freaking spider webs? I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at all those webs. Are you that guy? Huh? Are you the guy? He ain't the guy no more. Let's get started. Okay. Starting here at the top. This is the top connection. So that is the factory lever on the column shift. And so what you do is you bolt up the one pivot right here, and then the rod goes down to the transmission linkage. And there's really barely a gap in between there, so let me show you from the bottom now. Okay, you're squeezed underneath the car with me. So right now, I think I put it in reverse, so you can see the rod up there coming down to the transmission right here on this linkage. It is actually just hitting. So if I pull the gearing down, I don't know if you guys can see that, it starts to bend the linkage bar around it, so that ain't gonna work. That's park. So I need to take this bar off and put a bend in it and then hook it back up. So I need to, that's what they said to do in the instructions. So I'm gonna pull this bar, linkage bar off, put a bend, and hopefully it'll be enough to clear the sheet metal. So let me get this unhooked and do that. Okay, this is the rod right here. And I have cut it to length. There's threads cut off for this side and this side. And I think basically what I ended up going with was around 19 inches from center to center, give or take a little bit. But now I need to put a bend in this, so I'm probably just gonna like put it over my knee or over the bench or something. Yeah, let me just figure it out. It's not that hard to bend. Okay, I just put it over my knee real quick and bent it. It's like stainless rod, so it's kind of hard, but it's not too bad. But I got a pretty aggressive bend in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this back down in there, and we'll see what we end up with, see if we clear. All right, let's see if that bend was enough. Oh gosh, I think that's gonna be great. Hold on. Look at that clearance. That is some mega clearance. I'm gonna bolt this up. I need both hands. And I need to take it out of park once I get it bolted up and then come back down here. So let me bolt this and then I'll show you the travel on it and we'll see how well it works. So I'll be right back after I bolt that up. Okay, linkage is bolted up, and when you have overdrive transmissions, I think they want you to have it closer to this end than out here because there's more clicking, more position selectors. So I got it all bolted up. Let me go up top and take it out of park because I can't take it out of park on the column without, you know, pulling the shifter towards me. So I'm gonna take it out of park and we'll come back down here and I'll show you this moving and hopefully it works like it's supposed to. That seems kind of close. Let's go see what's happening down here. Oh, sorry, it's so shaky, it's hard to climb under here. Okay. So I see a problem. It's like too much of a bend and it's not pulling on that upper arm. Let's see if I can get my hand up there. All right, I think the bend is way too tight. Let me move this down in here first before I have to take it all apart and rebend it. Hold on. All right, I made an adjustment. Let's try it again. Oh, there goes park. Dang it. I shouldn't have let it stick in a park again. But I did see it got to the first couple gears. So it didn't get to, I don't know if I got to drive. I think I'm just going to take it apart, take about half the bend out of that, and then put it back. And this is why stuff takes long, because you do it over. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. There's the bend. All right, that's a lot less. I'm gonna try that. All right, let's try it again. Here we go. Okay. I see it move. It's still moving. Still moving. Okay, so I think I'm just not getting like the really low gear, the last two. The rod's just starting to hit right there. So I think I'm just gonna leave it right here for now because I can get it into drive. And I think I'm just gonna need to do some fine tuning on that. I might need to move it up and down on here a little bit, so. There's park, or no. Is that park? Yeah, for some reason my columns, oh wait, maybe my column's not going all the way up. There it goes. So, this is gonna need some fine tuning, but I think this is going to be good enough to get it into drive and to do some testing. And I'm not really liking this setup very well, so I might just say forget it and switch to a floor shift. I didn't want to, but I might have to. But for now, I don't want to be under here with the spiders anymore, so I killed another one, by the way. Let's switch to throttle cable. Okay, this is the Chevy truck throttle cable. Totally stock. And when Caleb and I tried this before, we didn't have a hole in the firewall big enough for this to go through. So I did drill out that hole right there. It's bigger. So let's see this end. So it fits in there nice. It's supposed to clip in there with what am I caught on? It's supposed to clip in there based off of these clips are supposed to expand and clip in there, but since I didn't make the hole right, I did make this washer. So this can actually go right there on the other side of the firewall to help lock it in. So it'll be pinched in kind of like that. So when Caleb and I tried it, this cable was way too long. We had to put like spacers in this whole gap, but then I realized, wait, we've already got a stopper right here. This cable already came with 2 stoppers. So I figured, let's try this one. This one is so super close that I've already taken a razor blade and trimmed back this little nub a little bit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what I did was I went like this and I trimmed back this a little bit, which I obviously need to do a little bit more. That's why I'm doing it right now for you guys. So what's got to happen is that pedal has to come up right here, and this goes in the hole on the pedal, and this splits in like that, and then that holds it from coming out. But I feel like let me just show you. I think I might have this. Let me just trim this a hair more, and then we'll go put this in there, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Let me put this. Let me just put this over here, and this up here. See if I can do this one-handed. This goes in here right there. Clips. This there. That's all good. Now let's go inside. Make sure and take this clip with us. Where's my light? There it is. Okay, you guys see that? Wonder if I can get you guys set up. Let me take a second and get you guys set up so I can do this with 2 hands. Sorry, it's a pain. There. There. So then, check it out. Throttle. Let's go see how it looks out here. This is where I'm probably going to need Caleb or somebody else to come floor it to see how much throw we're getting, but I feel like it's just a hair away from closing. Like, see how I can tug it just a little bit, and then there's the throw. See how that moves just a little bit? Let me unhook this right here real quick so I can compare. Okay, yeah, this definitely, because sitting flat on there, here, make a positive contact. Then when I put this back on, yeah, see, I don't know if you guys can see that gap right there, but definitely needs to seat a little bit more. So, you know that little shoulder lip I was trimming on the pedal? I think I need to trim more of that to allow it to seat all the way back up. So I'm going to pull it out, trim it, and then we'll come back and see if that's what did it. But I think we're on the right track and that we're going to be able to use this throttle cable. So this is the part I was trimming to hopefully get a little more throw, because the pedal comes up and this ends up hitting this. I don't really want to trim this because this has a nice little clipping ring on it, so I don't want this to like fall out. So I'm going to trim this back some more. It's probably going to get into this narrow tube spot, but I think we'll still be okay. Let me take the razor blade, trim that off, and then we'll retest fit it again and see if we can get full throw. Once I finally get full throw and I'm confident that's where it's going to be, we'll put the pedal in and then we'll lock it down with the washer. Okay, I trimmed off that final shoulder of the cable and I'm so freaking close. There's just a teeny gap in there. I don't know if you can even see that thing moving. I wonder if I should call, you know what? I don't know if I want to call good. I kind of want it to be like right on, so I'll take it off one last time, and I think the last time is going to be it. So let's do it one more time. Everything, 4 or 5 times. Okay, so this is trimmed back. I took off basically a couple razor blade layers of these. This was the shoulder that was on here before. So they're not very thick, but that's it right there. It used to be a shoulder, came out to here, so right about there. I think that's gonna be the final one. Let me put it back in, show you. Okay, moment of truth. Hear that? Hear that? Yes. That is it. it is closing all the way. Throttle cable is done. I'm stoked. I thought I was gonna have to buy the low car, like $130 throttle cable or something like that, but I got this one in the junkyard for 16 bucks, and it's just the. It would be the throttle cable that would come with this motor out of this truck, the early 2000 Silverado. So it's perfect. I'm stoked. So let's cross a couple things off. Let's say shifter is figured out. Driveline's ordered. Dipstick, that's pretty much done. Let's see, where was it? Throttle cable. Done. Nice. Awesome. So, muggy. Super muggy. Let me see if there's anything else I want to do right now. I didn't put this washer in yet, and I want to wait till the last second to put that in, just in case I got to pull the throttle cable out for any reason, like to work around it. I just want it to be able to come out again, so I'm not going to lock it in there permanently with that custom washer until I know that we're done kind of shifting things around in there. Maybe I'll call it good. I'll call it good. It's only the middle of the week, and it's supposed to be a nice, relaxing day off. I'll hit it again in a couple days, so call it good. Right on.